took this week is actually one trade, one position, which is this particular one. You already know what I saw before I entered the trade, right? So this was a 8 risk to reward trade. But the most interesting thing is that I do not actually need the entire 8 risk to reward for me to pass the prop firm. And this is like one thing I'm not going to do again. If a prop firm does not allow you to trade news, then I'm not going to buy that prop firm. All I needed was markets to get here, because I was to make I think I was to make $160. So yes, $160 for me to actually pass the prop firm, right? So the market has already given me $80. I think so, yeah, 80 or $85. So I just needed market to get here. I did not need all these 8 routes to reward. This 8 routes to reward is where I just, based on my analysis, that market is going to come and take out this high. So this 8 routes to reward, I did not actually need it. All I needed was for price to come here. All I needed was a 4 routes to reward for me to pass the prop firm. But then there's actually a news by 3 p.m. I head on to the trade. The market went down a little bit. So I could not hold on to the trade before the news comes out, because according to the prop firm rules, I'm not allowed to trade any kind. I'm not allowed to trade high impact news. So I don't retreat a little bit, like I think 10 minutes or 20 minutes to the news, something like that. I closed the trade. Could you believe that the market tapped here, which means the market actually tapped here exactly 3 p.m. Exactly. Like, to be honest, this was really frustrating. I mean, I could have just passed the phase one and then move on to the phase two by next week, or anytime I see my entry again. So there's nothing I could have done. You know, I just say, okay, let me wait for another opportunity. So today, Friday, I was waiting on this um, trade. I actually made a video on this for the people that are in my, my students. I actually made a video on this, how to actually buy from here. So, but it is still similar concept to what I post on YouTube, just some little difference. So I was still waiting for market to come tap me in. I think I have the before trade. Let me go to let me go. And this is a 10 weeks to the reward trade, and I still don't need the 10 weeks to the reward in order for me to pass the profit. All I need now is just, if I can have 3 weeks to the reward, I'll be able to pass it. But then because of the news, I was not able to get onto the trade. So this was it. We had a liquidity sweep by inducements, by other blocks. So I was expecting price to come tap me in before moving to the upside, but market did not tap my entry. So let me just show you guys the trade. Now this is the trade, which means the first trade, the only trade I took this week. So I said first trade of the week, wouldn't be able to hold to this trade for longer because there's a news coming out soon, and according to the prop firms, I cannot trade news. If you want to join my Telegram, the link is in the description below if you want to join. Okay, so if you look at my MetaTrader 5, you can see that of the take profit in trading view is very far compared to the one in my MetaTrader 5, because if the price gets here, once price gets here, then I would have made the amount of money I needed to make for me to pass the profit. So in trading view, I was expecting price to come take out this high, but regardless of if price gets here or not, this is all I needed. Okay. And it was very painful, but then I had to just close it, right? So the price came exactly 3 p.m. The news came out. The price tapped here, started shooting up. I mean, there's nothing I could have done. So I closed this trade. I think I closed this trade around 75 or $70. No, I think it's around $75. But regardless, let's say I close it around this position. So the market actually hit TP, which is the one you saw on my meta on my trading view. Like this one, there are just students their trades this week, so I also dropped it in the Telegram community, right? So this week I did not actually take too many trades. I only took one because market was not showing up. Even on Eurocard, I was still expecting price in the 4-hour time frame. I was still expecting price to come here. I think I made a mistake on this Eurocard because I was expecting price to actually come here. You know, when I taught you guys on YouTube the types of liquidity and I talk about long week liquidity. I was expecting price to come fill this week a little bit before shooting up. But then price just came reversed from the body of the candle. Assuming this week was not that long, I could have took my entry from the body of the candle. But that's how it is. Cannot be 100% correct. So that is it. Today is Friday. If I have any trade or if the market give me any other opportunity, I might look for a position to enter. So on Nasdaq, I'm actually looking for a sell position. I mean, after this buy, I'm looking for a sell because obviously the market now is a selling market. So I'm looking for a sell around this level. But the sell is not really that the confluence is not really making up. So I might not take the sell. So I might just wait till next week or maybe later in the evening before I take the trade. So thank you guys for watching to this end. I mean just being able to document me trading a profit account is really difficult, to be honest. It's difficult because I will have to keep some pictures. I will have to come up every single week to actually upload on YouTube. It's really difficult. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but I just told myself that I have to be consistent and I have to be disciplined. So I guess consistency is the hardest part now, uploading this, because if I'm not documenting, to be honest, if I'm not documenting this my trade on YouTube, okay, I would have like be taking trades, like aggressively taking trades, like it will be very different, okay. But since I'm documenting it, if I take trade, once I've already recorded the video for the week, even if I see another setup, I might just leave it because I've already uploaded video for that particular week. So I might just leave it and wait till next week. And that was what happened here. So from last week till now, I caught these three movements: 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. And most of the trade, the news just keep cutting my running trades short. My profitable trades just keep cutting it short. And I'm risking $30 on each position. I'm risking $30 on each trade. So this trade, I think I made around $130. I made $85 on this. I was supposed to make 160, but 160 is not really necessary. So I made $85 on this. I think this one I made around not sure, $50 because I enter with one position. So I made $50 on this. So, and one thing I also want to say is that Some people, like some traders, they maybe complain about the risk to reward or this and that. And I will always say this again. Risk to reward, to actually get a higher risk to reward is not a problem. All you just have to do is get a better entry. That's all. That's all. I think I'm going to make another video on explaining that. Okay. So see you guys next week.